Have you ever wondered why the more you try to hold on to someone, the faster they seem to run away? The more you text, the less they reply. The more you show interest, the more they ignore you. This is not a coincidence. You're simply playing your cards wrong. But today, that ends. What if I told you there's a way to turn the tables and make that person desperately chase after you? We're not talking about magic or cheap manipulation, but timeless principles of Stoicism that, when applied correctly, will transform you into someone truly irresistible. Get ready, because I'm going to teach you how to make them come to you, how to make them crave your attention and beg for your presence. This isn't just theory, it's a pure and effective strategy. Right now, if you're begging for attention, you're losing value automatically. Surely at some point, you've felt tempted to desperately seek someone's approval, whether in a relationship, a friendship, or even at work. It's an almost instinctive reaction when we feel like we're losing something we value. But here's the real problem. Every time you show neediness, every time you beg for attention or affection, you instantly lose value in that person's eyes. It might sound harsh, but the reality is that when you act out of desperation, the only thing you achieve is pushing them further away. If you truly want control, if you want to cultivate the mindset of a Stoic, then it's time to change your approach. It's clear. Your value should never depend on someone else's opinion or behavior. When you allow that to happen, you're giving away your power and self-esteem to forces beyond your control. And it's precisely this lack of control over others' emotions and reactions that creates anxiety, insecurity, and emotional dependence, factors that inevitably sabotage your most meaningful relationships. Have you ever seen someone acting desperate and found them attractive? Of course not. Humans are wired to value what is perceived as rare, valuable, and difficult to obtain. Attention and respect are earned through emotional self-sufficiency, not by begging for scraps of affection or recognition. The truth is, the more you beg, the smaller you appear in the eyes of others. But if you learn to maintain your dignity, to respect your own worth, and to prove that you don't need anyone's approval, you'll start to notice something interesting. People will begin to respect and value you more. This is what true Stoicism teaches. Genuine happiness comes from within, from the respect and admiration you have for yourself, not from how often someone replies to your messages or how much time they choose to give you. By adopting this mindset, you instantly shift the dynamics of your relationships. You stop being the one who chases, begs, or craves constant attention, and instead become someone who attracts, commands respect, and inspires others. Others value your presence because they know you are not available at all times for just anyone. That is where your true power lies. When you stop desperately seeking attention, the world begins to see you differently. Those who never beg don't lose. They win by focusing on their own growth rather than the opinions of others. One of the fundamental keys to becoming truly attractive to others is prioritizing your personal growth over external validation. When you become obsessed with how others perceive you, or constantly try to please everyone, you lose yourself in the process. You become dependent, empty, and without a strong sense of self. This happens because when you focus too much on what others think of you, you inevitably stray from your own path and lose sight of what truly matters, your inner development. It's easy to fall into this trap, especially in the era of social media, where a person's worth often seems measured by likes, followers, or public appearances. However, the truth is that genuine and lasting respect is never earned by trying to please everyone. Instead, it comes from having a strong and authentic personality, from thinking independently. Consider the people you admire the most. They are often individuals who dared to follow their own path, ignoring criticism and outside negativity. They stood out precisely because their self-worth didn't depend on external validation, but on the real progress they achieved within themselves. When you shift your focus to growth, everything changes. When you dedicate yourself to learning new skills, improving your habits, cultivating your mind, and taking care of your body, you automatically project a different kind of energy, one that is incredibly attractive. The Stoics believed that true happiness comes from living in alignment with your own virtue and purpose, regardless of how others react. This idea becomes especially relevant when it comes to interpersonal relationships. Paradoxically, the most effective way to make someone interested in you again is not by trying to prove your worth to them, but that your life is moving forward in an exciting direction, that you are someone worth admiring. So stop worrying about whether someone is paying attention to you or not. Instead, start focusing on building a stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled version of yourself. Read more books, refine your professional skills, exercise, set clear goals, and commit to them with determination. By doing this, you automatically increase your value and create attraction. Always remember, the opinions of others will never bring you the deep satisfaction that comes from witnessing your own personal growth. Become a challenge, not someone who is always available. Have you ever noticed that we tend to value what requires effort to attain? That's not a coincidence. It's basic psychology. People desire what is perceived as rare or difficult to obtain. When you are always available, instantly replying to messages, always saying yes to every request, or being at someone's disposal at any time, you inevitably diminish your value. When you make yourself too available, your value drops, and you become less attractive. People need to feel that they are gaining something special, something not just anyone can have. This only happens when you set clear boundaries for your time and attention. This isn't about being arrogant or playing childish games. It's about showing that your time is valuable and that you only invest in people who truly deserve it. When you are not easily accessible, you project confidence and self-respect, which naturally creates intrigue and desire. People start to wonder what you're doing that is more interesting than always being available for them. As a result, they begin to value you more and think about how they can capture your attention. This principle is closely tied to Stoic psychology, where you understand that the only thing you can truly control is yourself, your decisions, and your time. By choosing to invest your energy only in relationships, activities, and projects that genuinely contribute to your life, you project strength and confidence, qualities that make you naturally magnetic. Control your emotions to maintain power. One of the most important lessons in Stoicism is having absolute control over your emotions. Every time you let emotions, especially negative ones like anger, jealousy, or desperation, take over, you automatically lose power in any relationship. When dealing with rejection or a breakup, strong emotions will naturally arise. If you don't manage them, they can push you to make impulsive and self-sabotaging decisions. Emotional self-control is crucial if you want to regain your personal value and make someone see you in a new light. Think about this. Every time you react emotionally, you show weakness, insecurity, and dependency, qualities that make others lose respect for you. But when you remain calm, act with composure, and think before responding, you send a completely different message, one of confidence and self-mastery. This makes you instantly more attractive and respected. Practicing Stoic philosophy in these moments can be your greatest ally. Remember, emotions themselves aren't the problem. It's allowing them to dictate your every action that leads to trouble. Instead of reacting impulsively, train yourself to observe and acknowledge your emotions without letting them control you. When you master this, you send a powerful signal that you are in control of yourself, and that alone makes you stand out. No one has control over you except yourself. Embracing this mindset not only prevents you from making mistakes you might regret later, but also elevates your level of maturity in the eyes of others. No one wants to be around someone who lacks emotional control because it creates uncertainty and constant tension. When you learn to master your emotions, you'll notice a radical shift in how others perceive you. Your value increases significantly, making you more respected and admired. This is essential if you want to reclaim your position of power and be seen as someone truly valuable and worthy of admiration. Use silence to your advantage. Silence is one of the most powerful tools you can have in your arsenal, especially when you want to regain your value in the eyes of someone who is pulling away or rejecting you. We live in a society that has conditioned us to constant noise, the need for instant responses, and the expectation of being always available. Ironically, this very habit causes us to lose value. Silence, a powerful strategy. The Stoic philosophy has always emphasized the importance of silence as a tool for maintaining dignity, composure, and above all, self-control. When you choose to use silence as your main strategy, you send a powerful and undeniable message. You are not desperate, nor do you need external validation to feel confident in yourself. Instead of begging for attention or chasing after answers, you simply walk away with grace. This unexpected response is unsettling for the other person, who likely anticipated an impulsive or dramatic reaction. By refusing to engage in emotional outbursts, you make them question their own decisions. Did they make the right choice by pulling away? Meanwhile, silence gives you the space to focus on yourself, to reflect clearly on what you truly want and what you don't. It allows you to strengthen your character and rebuild your self-worth. It's important to note that this isn't about manipulation. It's about genuinely reclaiming your personal power. Through silence, you naturally become more attractive, as people are drawn to what isn't always readily available. That which presents a challenge becomes more desirable. Your absence creates uncertainty, curiosity, and eventually, renewed interest. In those moments when you feel the urge to send that message or make that call just to gain attention, remind yourself to practice wisdom, master your impulses, and reinforce your value through strategic silence. Let the other person wonder about you. Become your best self. Let them notice your absence. Let them wonder what you're doing, what you're thinking. By doing this, you don't just regain value in their eyes, you gain something even more important: self-respect. Focus on becoming your best version. If you truly want someone to value your presence and question why you pulled away, you must shift your focus to becoming the best version of yourself. Stoicism teaches that the goal isn't to change for others, but to refine ourselves so that we naturally attract what we truly deserve. When someone distances themselves or rejects you, your initial reaction might be to ask, "What did I do wrong?" Or, "How can I win them back quickly?" But the real answer always lies in your ability to grow and evolve. If you want to genuinely attract attention, stop chasing and start investing that energy into making yourself someone of value. Focus on your personal goals, develop healthy habits, and pursue your dreams with passion. The more you improve these areas of your life, the more naturally magnetic you become. Shift your focus to self-improvement. You may have neglected areas of your life, your physical health, personal development, or even financial growth. These aspects are your most powerful tools for regaining interest. Not only do they show that you have ambition and confidence, but they also prove that your life does not depend on external validation. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate self-sufficiency, energy, and determination. Of course, this transformation comes with initial discomfort. You'll need to break old patterns and deeply ingrained habits. But remember, growth always lies on the other side of discomfort. Embrace new challenges, learn new skills, take care of your health, develop fresh interests, and surround yourself with people who inspire you. When you dedicate your focus to building a life that is attractive and filled with purpose, the results become inevitable. This person will start to notice your evolution. The message you send will be clear and undeniable. Your value does not depend on whether someone is by your side or not. Ironically, it's when you stop trying to please or convince others that you regain their attention and admiration. Become someone so compelling on your own merit that they are the ones who seek a way back into your life. Final thoughts: making someone value you, miss you, or even desire you again isn't about how much effort you put into chasing their attention. It's about how much effort you put into becoming the best version of yourself. Stoic principles explored. In this video, you'll understand that your true power lies in your serenity, the ability to let go of what you cannot control and focus resolutely on what depends on you, your emotions, discipline, approach, and decisions. At the end of the day, the respect you project toward yourself will be the same respect you receive from others. The outside world is simply a reflection of your inner world. So, if you want to be irresistible, to regain someone's attention, or just to make someone miss you, stop looking outside for validation. Instead, start cultivating your self-esteem from within. Remember, you don't need to prove your worth to anyone. What you truly need is to live your life with purpose, tranquility, and authenticity. The more genuine and balanced you become, the more irresistible you'll be. When you embody these steps, the way others perceive you will change dramatically. So start today. Leave desperation behind and embrace your inner peace. Watch how, effortlessly, everything you desire will naturally come to you. As the great Stoics said, the greatest problem is not in controlling others, but in controlling your own mind.